Here we are at Three Forks, parking Trailhead. Heading to the Rough Ridge Trail, starting out on the East Cowpen Trail, going down to Jacks River to go to Jacks River Falls. All right, here goes. Probably 200 or 300 yards up the path on East Cowpen. I am now at the Rough Ridge Trailhead. Signs on the right. Looks well marked. You see the difference in the path. That keeps going up the East Cowpen. There's the Rough Ridge. It's not traveled very much. One of the least used trails in the Cohutta. Okay, here we go. Look at that bear climbing down. Look at that. Look at him go. Very cool. The question is, where is Mama Bear? Oh, another one. I just saw another one. There was two. I just saw two girls back behind me that said that they saw three bears jump out of a tree right next to them, and they were a little nervous. And I thought I heard grunting noises. Sure enough, there was. So this makes 5 bears, and probably 6 bears, and probably, I don't know, 30 minutes of hiking. So got to keep our eyes out for Mama Bear. It's a long one. It's probably, well, that's his face right there.
Yeah, that's his head.
I thought it was the other way around.
That's his head. That's why I didn't get close, or that's why.
I mean,
yeah, it's not poisonous.
Yeah, it's a black snake.
I know. But
yeah.
Either way.
I know what you mean though.
I've been bit by a snake.
Yeah, I mean that thing's got to be 5 feet long.
Wow.
Wow.
Very cool.
I'm trying to get so I can see more of it.
I'll get out of your way.
Oh, no, it's okay. Well, we're gonna have to.
A little storm came up, and pretty lucky there's a rock ledge right here I'm standing under. That right there is the creek. It might be Jacks River, I'm not sure. I don't think it is. It's where the Jacks River Trail is. We just got to the end of Rough Ridge Trail, and storm came up, came over here. Found a little spot here that I think I'm going to set up camp. There's a tree there and a tree here. I can just set my hammock up. I've got a flat area there. And there's some campers down a couple hundred yards away that way, but other than that I don't see anybody. Just saw those 2 girls and the other couple on the trail today, along with 6 bears, all cubs, and a big black snake. So now I'm going to try and set up camp. When you come down to the very end of the ridge trail, Rough Ridge Trail, you'll come up to a creek, but this trail is going all over the place. Just turn right when you get down to the bottom of that hill, and just turn right and stay straight. You'll go about 100 yards or a couple hundred feet, and there'll be a river crossing. You cross the river. It'll look like there's no trail, but there is. You just wander through that. There's some down trees. Then you'll just come across a trail and open up, and you'll go probably another couple hundred yards, maybe 1/8 of a mile, and you'll see the sign for Jacks River Trail, which is where I am right now. I just crossed the creek. I'm on the other side to set up camp, a little bit of privacy. So I'll get some better footage in the morning, and give you a better idea of the area. I believe this is Jacks Creek, Jacks River. That where the camera's pointing is the direction that I came in from. And right up here is the trailhead for Jack's River and Rough Ridge. So I came down here in the creek, and it's been lightning and storming for a couple hours, and then the rain opened up. So I decided to get creative and find a little spot for my tarp right there. Not focusing very well, but there it is. It's on the other side of the creek. Let's walk over and I'll show it to you. Might jiggle a little bit walking through the water here. Nice rock shelf went all the way across. Kind of hard to see, but really nice little edge there for protection. I looked up in the trees, didn't see any widowmakers or anything like that. Looks nice and clear. And you always want to do that. Make sure there's not any crazy branches that could come down on you. And there is the Superfly, Warbonnet Superfly, and my Warbonnet Blackbird hammock. Underneath is kind of a makeshift underquilt. It's just an REI 40-degree down sleeping bag, but I converted into an underquilt until I can afford to replace it with a real underquilt. So there's a lot of strings and stuff, but that's kind of, it'll actually sleep real good. I'll just fall right into there, and it's pretty cool. I got my little, there's my backpack right there, and right over there is my little shelf on the rock cliff. Got all my stuff on it, my raincoat there, and my wine and cooking oil, fuel. And there's the connection that I've got for my ridge line right there. Just saves me a lot of time when when it's really raining. I can just pull that around and use that to tighten it up really quick and have it set up really fast. And this hammock itself sets up real quick. The only thing that took time was to get that to get the underquilt on. So I've got it set up kind of in an open mode. If the wind picks up or if it gets cold, I can just take those two corners and cinch them down, and I'll have it completely closed up like a tent. That's one of the nice things about the Superfly. And it's real pretty here. Going that way, along that bank down there, is the way to Jack's River Falls. So I'm gonna go down there in the morning, see what I can find. I can just set up right here by the creek and have my dinner and chill out, have some coffee maybe, some wine, read my book. Really nice. The rain has stopped, so I'm gonna just enjoy the serenity here and hang out for a while. Talk to you soon. Okay, when you're going on the Rough Ridge Trail, you're gonna, all of a sudden you'll come into like a steep area where you're going downhill. You'll be going along a creek that's just to your right, kind of parallel to it. You just keep going, and you get to the bottom of the hill. There's like a little flat area with a campground in front of you with a creek right in front of you. You're going to turn right there. Take a right at the bottom of the hill when you get to the campground and stay straight for about 100 feet. Then you're going to turn, kind of veer left and cross over the creek. And the trail keeps going, although you can't see it a little bit because of the bushes and stuff. But you'll see it once you get across, and you just keep going straight down river. And then eventually you're going to come to this part right here. If you walk up, you see this sign? There is Rough Creek right there, I believe. Or it might be Jack's River. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused as to what, but I do know that if you go right down here and across, that's the Jack's River Trail going that way. So, but if you come down on the Rough Ridge Trail, you turn, here's the sign that says Rough Ridge straight where you just were coming, or turn left to go down Jack's River. But instead, you're just going to keep going straight. Just keep going straight. You go past by a campsite on the right. Keep going straight. You're going to go up and down a few hills, and probably for about a quarter of a mile maybe, you come to a bottom of a hill, and that'll be the Jack's River. And you're going to cross right there, but don't cross in that deep part. If you walk down about 20 feet, there's like a little rippley area you'll see. That's you can cross. You only want to be knee deep right there, assuming the water's down. You can just go right across, and I'll bring you to that point in just a few minutes. Okay, since that Jack's River sign, the Rough Ridge sign, I went about, I don't know, 75 feet, and here's that campsite I was telling you about. It's a good place to camp. The Wolf Creek is right there. Okay, but we're going to go up this hill, which will take us down to the Jack's River. There's a trail that you come out on, right up there, and you cross right here. That right there is the Jack's River Trail. And it goes downriver, as you can see here. It just hikes along the river here. Right there is where I'm going to cross. Right there is where the crossing is, but it's waist deep, at least, if not more. So, right there, where the ripples are, that's where you cross. Right here is the crossing. So it's only like ankle to shin deep right here when the water's low, like it is now. This is September the 6th, I think, the 7th. So that's the crossing. Come down to here, go right across that way and up to the trail. Once you get to the trail, head downstream and look for your Hickory Ridge trail sign. Once you get across, you're just going to go straight up this hill, take a left, and go on down the trail. All right, this way right here going up is Jack's River Trail. Okay, I just crossed Jack's River about 100 feet behind me, and right here is a sign. Sorry, my camera's been fogging up. Both of them have, so I've been trying to get a good shot here, but that right there is Hickory Ridge Trail. Okay, if you're walking this way, you're gonna walk right by that sign. You won't even see that sign up there in that tree. So that's the way up. If you're gonna continue to Jack's River Falls, it's probably about another half a mile, you'll get to the falls. And this is a good spot to camp too, right here. Bunch of camping areas right here all the way around. So we're gonna head down to our crossing. I'm gonna back up right to here to show you one more time what it looks like. There's the trail there going up, Jack's River Trail. There's your sign right there to cross. We're just gonna follow this sign right down here. I'm gonna take you right across. We're going right down here. Remember, once you cross Jack's River, it's only about 100 feet to this turnoff. Now we're walking down to the creek. As you can see ahead, There's absolutely no marking of the trail. You cannot see it at all. All you see is bushes. But there is a little island right here. There's an island right there, see that? Some ripply rocks going down. I'll pan around. Here's that campground I was telling you about. And that's the direction that we just came. So we're gonna pan back around. We're gonna come right into the water here. And we're gonna go right across the river. I'd say it's not even knee deep right here. Not bad at all. Going right across. Keep going downstream and you'll get down to the falls in about a half a mile or so. That's upstream, which is the way that we just came. So we're gonna try and cross. Looks like a pretty good fishing area around in here. Good spot to try and catch some fish. It's kind of slow, some deep pools around. So I'm just trying to make it over here. Right up here. Going right in here. I might not have the exact spot, but it's very close to where the trailhead is. Go right in here, like this, and here we are. There's the trail, although you can barely see it. We came in from there, and we're gonna head on back through here. Nothing but rocks right here. Kind of easy to lose your footing. Right through here. Right around here. Like this. Right up here. Pure rocks. Guess you can see now why you couldn't even see the trail from the other side. Just keep going through here. Just like this. And we're going right up here. And there's our trail. Once you get over all those rocks, go up the hill here. Right here. And that is how you navigate from Rough Ridge all the way around through Jacks River and the Jacks River Trail. Go a little bit, turn left, make your way over to the Hickory Ridge Trail, which is where we are right now. So now the river is on our right. We're still going downstream, and like I said, here's there's a really good fishing hole right there. Right through here, probably really good fishing. But anyway, we keep on going along this trail. It's 3.5 miles, I think, up to East Cowpen Trail. I'm going to be going uphill, the hard direction, and if I see anything interesting along the way, I'll be sure to get it. There's the river there on the right, going downstream still. And if you turn back, that's where I just came. Lots of rocks, stuff like that. Probably maybe 200 or 300 feet from where we went across the creek to cross Jacks River. But right here, the rocks keep going. The trail goes up to the left right here. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go right up here. And the trail will kind of meander along the river for a little bit. And then we're going to veer left and go uphill, heading south along the Hickory Ridge Trail. Here it goes. You just wind right around here like this. Little sign right here. Like something, camping or something. Beach Bottoms Jack's River Trail. Overnight camping. So I guess you got to be careful where you camp around here. But I do believe that the spots on the other side of the river are, I guess you can't camp there. But there is campsites there, so I'm not real sure about it. But I camped back along the rough ridge trail where it came out at Jack's. That was a good spot to camp there. And here goes the trail. Just went a little bit, just about 10 more feet. And it's a real pretty spot right here. And the Hickory Ridge Trail goes right up that way, heading on back to East Cowpen Trail. Sure is a pretty spot right here. It's real cool too. Been hiking up this way for about an hour and 15 minutes. And it's been pretty much uphill the whole way from Jack's River. But it's been a nice hike, pretty woods. Haven't had any trees across the trail. It's been real smooth, easy hiking. A couple that I did see a rattlesnake. I didn't see it. They said it was about 3 feet long. But so far I haven't seen it. I stopped right here because I did see a nice little spot right here. If you're coming through here, there is a nice little camp spot right here with grass. It's really nice. I am not sure how far away I am from East Cowpen Trail, but it's maybe close to the middle in between on the Hickory Ridge Trail, but it's a neat little spot. Kind of at the top of a little mountain here. And the trail continues south going this way. But I just wanted to stop and show you this little camp spot. Alright, coming up on the Hickory Ridge Trail. It kind of flattened out there after I got up all those uphills for about a couple of 100 yards. And now I've come up here, and here is a sign right here. So let's take a look and see what that sign has to say. Hickory Ridge Trail straight, which is right there. All right. So now that means that I need to go this way, I believe. Looks like I got two trails here. One here and one here. Okay. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Right here. Okay, right here at the East Cowpen Hickory Ridge Trail where they meet is a little campsite here, as you can see. And coming up from the Hickory Ridge Trail from Jack's River Trail, you can see here off to the right, going in that way, is the East Cowpen Trail. Okay, we're going to go this way straight on the East Cowpen Trail, heading back up towards the parking lot. Alright, coming up here, guys, East Cowpen Trail, coming right up here, a little grass clearing. This would make a really nice campsite right here. Really nice little clearing right here. That is the Panther Creek Trail, Just taking down to Panther Creek Falls and all that. And that is where I just came up, East Cow Pen. And that is where I'm going to continue on down the trail. So here's a nice little look at the Panther Creek Trail sign. Looks like people have carved their names in there quite a bit. About a half a mile back down the trail here, down East Cow Pen coming up, I heard a loud crash right next to me. And heard something heavy running away. But I didn't see it, I just heard it. And I'll tell you, if it is a bear, those things are fast. Lightning fast. So never be prepared of how fast those things are. So I'm going to head on up the trail here. Right up there. So looking at it from the timing standpoint, from down at the Jackson River up to the end of Hickory Ridge, it was 2 hours and 20 minutes. Then it took me another hour once I got into the East Cow Pen Trail to get to Panther Creek Trailhead. I just wanted to share this with you. Right off of the trail here, there's a nice little campsite area right in here. Looks like it's used quite a bit. There's a bunch of little campsites around in the area here. And but this is Labor Day weekend, there's nobody here, so that kind of tells you a lot about how much traffic is back in this section of the Cohutta. But this gives you a good idea of what it's like right here at Panther Creek. And like I said, I'm just going to head that way, right towards to the Three Forks parking lot. Alright, coming down East Cow Pen Trail. Once I left Panther Creek Trail, it went up for maybe a half a mile, got to the top of the mountain, and then it just started a nice, steady, smooth downhill climb. Beautiful hike. Lots of trees and nice and just real pretty. It was kind of like on the edge of a slope, and lots of pretty trees angling over the trail, and real easy walk back down to here once I got over that mountain. So coming down to here, we see we are now at the end of our loop, and there is the trailhead for Rough Ridge Trail right through there. So this way is the back to the car. It was a real challenge. Awesome trip.